I want you to tell everybody who you are, what you do. Tell us about your business. Go for it, man. Talk to us.
Yes, sir. Well, listen, my name is Rhodis Easton. I am the CEO and head designer of Sador. It's a custom clothier company. We specialize in custom suits, custom shirts, overcoats, track suits, athleisure wear. We're working on potentially dropping some ready to wear high-end clothing later on in the latter end of this year. Pretty much, man, I'm a designer. I'm also a stylist.
Yeah.
I have some I style my pastor, Pastor Brian Friend of Belong Church of Atlanta. I also do some styling. I've done some styling, Pastor Gabe.
Yes,
You know what I
sir.
mean? And I'm
Hey,
actually,
look. Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. As soon as you started styling me, man, look, man, my whole ministry went to the next level. I'm talking about. Look. I think Bishop Jakes made a mistake and called me one time. He hung up, but I think, but it was when you started styling me. Shouts out to you, man. Appreciate
man,
you.
listen. I'll be honest. I remember the first time we spoke about it, and I came to service, and you had really, Pastor LeBron, he started it for me, and because give a little history of myself, man. I've been modeling for about 10 years.
Yeah.
Always been in the clothing. I was in the modeling organization at my school, Kennesaw State. And I would just
That's where we met. That's where we
right,
met.
right, exactly. Yes. You
Yeah.
came, you spoke to the brothers.
Yeah.
And I would help, my line brothers, I help, friends of mine style things, but I never thought of me being a stylist. You know what I'm saying? And literally my pastor, he spoke it into me. I started doing it for him. You reached out, and it was one of your messages. You said, I understood pertaining to you being a younger pastor and speaking to a younger audience. You had to present yourself differently, to forge an environment of relatability. And what I tell people all the time, fashion, if not the number one, is the number two leading cause of relatability between people to which they can communicate.
Wow.
So, you said that, and fireworks started going off, and
Yeah.
it's helped me, come into what I'm doing today. So that's me. That's me in a
So you
nutshell.
said you hold on. Let's go back. You said your line brothers. What you mean by that now?
Yes, sir. Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated.
Oh,
Yes, sir. J5 is 2 days away.
yeah,
Yo to the good bros. Yes, sir.
yeah. Man, congratulations on everything. I want to ask you this question because
Okay.
we're first of all, I think it's phenomenal that you style your pastor. So
Absolutely.
your pastor supports. He's into and supports fashion.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I
Absolutely.
I I want to ask you this question. It is shouts out to your pastor and Belong Church. Shouts out to
Yes.
Pastor Friend Belong Church. I want to ask you this. We're in the church context, and I think, like for example, uh, you're actually one of Pastor Friend's armor bearers as well.
Yes, sir. Mhm.
Well, it's interesting that one of my armor bearers said this. He invited somebody to church, and they were like, "Man, it's like a fashion show at your church." I want to ask you this question. Is
Okay.
it important? Because I know we come from a religious context, but
Right.
how important, how is it even necessary for us to be conscious of our presentation in the church?
It's extremely important. At the end of the day, you have to understand, as a leader and as a pastor, you are a shepherd managing a flock. And people are going to gravitate to you based on what they see in you that they see in themselves, right? So,
Mm,
with you, and even, Belong, our average age in our congregation has expanded, in our transition period, but it's still somewhat of a younger church. And so
sure.
things like fashion matter to us. So yes, you may have a good word. Yes, God has given you the ability to exegete the text and personify the text and be able to get the amens and a round of applause. But if you don't create any other type of realm of relatability outside of the color of your skin or your physical age, your word will not go past Sunday. It's gonna stay there, right? But if I present myself, and not even that I'm trying to present myself outside of the context of who I am, and I'm kind of going that a little bit when we start talking about style and things of that nature. But if I, as a speaker, as a pastor, if I present myself in a way that I don't just look like your pastor, I might look like your uncle. I might look like your homeboy. I might look like your dad. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now you allow the message to take form in those different forms, which will then allow it to stick with you as you go throughout the week.
I got you. So you're saying, because I didn't want to start off talking about pastoring, but I'm so convicted. Listen, it's like that's a passion for mine. I want the church to evolve and be better. And I'm gonna be really honest with you. I see a lot of pastors, especially from the pandemic, we've moved into a virtual experience. And I'm
Yep.
gonna be really honest with you. I don't. It's a lot of what I'm seeing is not appealing, and I see a lot of pastors that are not conscious of personal presentation. Listen, Rhodis, we are now on TV. Listen, 20 years ago, everybody was trying to be on TV. Everybody's on TV now
Yep.
because we're on social media. And I'm seeing people not be prepared as it relates to presentation on TV. So you're saying, do me a favor, give pastors advice about dressing when they get in that pulpit.
Listen, find your style as a pastor, and know your congregation. If you have, and it's no offense to anybody, if you have an older congregation, if you are a more traditional church to where, the suits and things of that nature, that's fine, but spruce it up. Instead of going to the local Macy's, you might want to go to your local Sador. You just get you a custom coat gear, get you a
Yeah.
tailor. Start mixing and matching colors. To where it's noticeable. Like, all right, Pastor paid attention to what he wore today. He really put that together nice. You know what I'm saying? You look at your congregation, which is your target audience, because at the end of the day, yes, we are pastors, but our church is a business in a form, right?
Yes.
So from a marketing standpoint, if I'm looking at the age demographic and the interests of my target audience, and if they present themselves in this type of way, I have to find a way to attach myself to that perspective of presentation so that I can hold their attention.
Man, that's crazy because okay, now you said something. You said find your style, but what if
Yes.
your style is trash?
Then invite someone to come in and help you and be open, right? Be
Be
open for
open.
change. Yes, you got to be open, but know yourself. You know what I'm saying? And that you kind of go into my first points of emphasis is know your lane. You know what I mean? Know your foundation. And that, because when you know your foundation, that makes it simple. The thing about Christ knew what it was. Jesus knew what he was doing. He knew how he was doing it. He knew the time it was going to take. And so he didn't extend himself outside of his purpose, outside of his lane, because he owned
Wow.
his lane. That
Wow.
same thing comes to fashion. That same thing comes to presenting yourself. You know your lane and know your limits. So just like today, right? I wear suits all the time, suits and ties, but I wanted to throw a little urban twist on it. So I put on a snapback, right? So I was getting dressed and my lady was like, "You look like you're going to signing day." True, right? But if I'm speaking to a younger individual, if I'm speaking to a high school athlete who just signed, hey man, I want something like that to signing day.
Yeah.
He looks like me. So let me listen
Yeah.
to what he's saying. You understand what I'm saying? It's know your lane so you can simplify it, and then everything else will flow out of that.
Rhoda, let me ask you a question. What do you think women want from a man's presentation? How important is it for a man? Because I see baggy suits, I see pants that look, man, I see a lot of
Yeah,
stuff, right?
yeah.
How important, I want you to tell us, how important is it to a woman that a man has a phenomenal presentation?
It's super important. It's super important. And believe it or not, the 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 presentation and the style and what you wear is actually the second thing that they pay attention to. Studies show that women first, whether they know it or not, pay attention to smell. So our like that's a legit fact. They pay attention to smell. So your cologne that you wear, and fellas, I'm not, listen, I sometimes I'm guilty of it. Bath and Body Works has some lotions that have a little scent to them. They smell great. But I
Yeah.
also do have an extensive cologne collection, because what you want to do is, when you have your style, you want to increase, you want to turn up the volume. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Your style is the tone that you set when you come into the room. It's the first thing that speaks, and then you got to find little tidbits and accessories to keep turning up the volume. So, boom, that's a nice outfit. Man, ooh, what you got on? You smell good.
Yeah.
If you ever notice, that's really the
They
first thing
can't
the
take
women
it.
say to you.
Rhodis, they
They
can't
say that
take
to
it.
you first, right?
Yeah.
They say that to you first, and then they'll compliment your style, because
Yeah.
their sense of smell is more keen than ours, right? Like, no woman wants to have to dress their man either. They don't want to have to do that, fellas.
They don't want to have to do it.
They don't want to have to do that. So you have to have that knowledge, because it speaks confidence. When you know your style and you add the right accessories to it, it speaks confidence, because it's not only does it speak confidence to the woman, it's also going to speak confidence to you. You ever
Yeah.
you ever you got on a nice fit, and you walk into the room and naturally your shoulders kind of roll back,
Yeah.
this kind of comes out, and you walk in there like, yeah, I know I look good.
Yeah.
That's what they want to see. That's what they want to
Yeah.
see,
So you
because
mean so you're saying that when you have that level of confidence, that
Mhm.
is almost like a magnet for them?
Absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely, absolutely.
Okay. So
And,
where
and
do I
he,
start?
what about what?
Where do I start? If I don't know how to dress, where do I start?
This is what I pick you about 3 individuals, whether it's athlete, celebrity, artist, whoever, that you like their style, right? Or you can even pick a region, right? If you like, European, find a style that you like, right? Or find like I said, someone that you would kind of want to mimic your style after, right? See where they get their clothes from. If that's not in their budget, if that's not in your budget, have the imagery and what it looks like, and then you take your budget and you get things according to that vision. So, for
Gotcha.
example, I've always liked suits. I literally have been wearing a suit since I've been in literally first, second grade. As I grew up, especially in college, I I darn sure didn't have money to get a custom suit.
Right.
Didn't even have money to get something off the rack. But what I did was, I said, okay, I understand that, we're in a modern time, so nobody's wearing, a 3-button single-breasted suit anymore. It's kind of came back, but it's called a 2-in-1. It's a 2-button with a roll third button that you can transfer between 3-button and 2-button. That's neither here nor there. But
Oh, you gotta put us on game. Keep going. Keep going. I'm listening.
right. But so what I would do is, I would go to the thrift store, right? I would go to the thrift store and I say, okay, I like that. Okay, I kind of learn colors, so I know to put this with this, I know to put this with that. And then I got me a tailor. Shout out to Mr. Renee. Man,
Wow.
my blessing. So I would take the clothes that I get, I would take them to my tailor, and he would fit them to my size, right? Once it's fit to my size, it's not a custom suit, but it's a tailored suit.
Got you.
And
What's the difference, Rhoda? Come on, I got questions. What's the difference?
the difference is in the fit. The difference is how it lays on you, how it hugs your skin, how it flows in the wind. Because see, the thing is, when you get an off the rack suit, and I'm gonna try to break this down real fast. You have something called fuse. You have half canvas, and then you have full canvas. A fused suit is a suit to pretty much the frame of the suit and the fabric of the suit is glued together, right? That's cool and all, but think about it. If it gets hot, right, and all you have to bind those two things together is glue, that glue is going to start to dissolve. So you'll start to see little wrinkles in your suiting. Then you get the half canvas, right, which is about 60% hand sewn, 40% glue, right? So some of it is still going to dissolve as it heats up as you wear it a lot, but because it's hand sewn, if I sew something together, the heat is not going to be something that makes it unravel. Then you have full canvas, and then you have completely hand sewn, which is a majority hand sewn garment. That garment is going to last you more over time. So yes, it's cool. Yeah, I mean, I could go on H&M, I can go on Zara and get me something quick. That's great. But you're going to find yourself in another month or two having to go back and get another article of clothing because it doesn't last. Okay. And that's one of the biggest things too, fellas.
Yeah.
Get you things that's going to last or you're going to find yourself out of money. Get you stuff that's going to last.
So you mean to tell me on the onset of purchasing or investing in my attire, it is okay to go the expensive route because that's going to last versus going the cheap route and having to go back and get it again in a few months.
Yep, quality over quantity. That's one of the things that I love about what I do. I sell high-end custom suiting, high-end Italian, wools, silk cashmere, you name it. I deal with those type of fabrics, right? Those fabrics are going to last a lot longer than the polyester blends, right? Or wool blends that you may be getting from an off-the-rack store. It's nothing wrong with it because you have to start where you start. But as you matriculate in age, as you matriculate in wealth, you want to start to get things that are going to last, right? Because it's not about like quiet as kept. I might have about 8 suits in my closet, right? Some of those suits are like super stylish, they're a little bit more modern. But then I have my basic, my navy blues, my camels, my charcoal grays, my blacks, that I can mix and match with anything. So like this outfit, for example, I got my hat, nice tie, navy blue blazer, have some jeans on, I have some Chuck Taylors on. Very casual outfit. I could take the jeans off and put on the matching slacks to this blazer, completely different outfit. Take the hat off, just the the blazer, shirt, tie, slacks, different outfit, right? But I'm using one suit.
Gotcha. That's right.
That's what I'm saying. It's about a lot of people, man, I gotta buy a new suit. No, you don't have to buy a whole new wardrobe. You just might have to buy one piece, which changes the whole outfit, right? But you're able to do that when you buy products that last you, opposed to, let me just buy something quick, just for this event. You have to buy something else for the next event as well.
All right, so check this out. Let's go back to the top. Let's say Buddy only has he paid all his bills.
Okay.
And after he paid his bills, he only has $150, but 50 of those dollars, that's for gas and something to eat. And he's like, I want to take this $100 and invest in a wardrobe. What does he need to target with $100? Where can he go? And then what does he need to purchase? He can't buy an entire suit for $100, but what can he do?
So the question is, where is he going? That's the first question. Where is he going? Because that 100 can stretch a long ways depending on where he's going, or it can stretch a little bit, but it can be just what he needs. So like, for example, if it was me, right, and I had $100, I would go, like we're in Atlanta, I would go to a thrift store in Alpharetta, right? You have people who earn a bit more.
That's right.
Folks who are wealthy, families, they live in those areas, right? You can go in a thrift store in Alpharetta and find you a Tom Ford or a Ralph Lauren blazer which retail, that blazer might be $1,000, $1,200, $1,500. You might be able to buy from the thrift store for 30.
Yeah.
Right? So let's say, okay, we got 100, we spent 30. Okay. If you get you a good tailor and you build a relationship with them, might cost you another 30 to tailor that blazer. So now you have a $1,000 blazer that you paid $30 for. You paid $30 more to get it tailored. So okay, you got $40 left. All right. So now, if you want to, okay, let's say if you go into a casual event, you know, you want to kind of wear a blazer, you might want to throw some jeans on, to kind of to not be, you know, too formal and too dressy, but still kind of blend between the two. So then I'd say, okay, listen, if you need to go to a H&M or Old Navy to get you some jeans, get you some $20, $25, $30 jeans. You know, they may not last you a long time, right? But they're the jeans. It's not, you know, last you a little bit longer. Right. So let's say $25. Okay. So that's what we at, 85.
That's right.
All right. Now, if you need to go to a Kng, go to a Macy's, you catch you a sale, you get you a button-down shirt, $20.
That's it.
You at 105, you might have to take $5 out of that gas money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So you gotta be a little bit more conscientious, but you have your outfit, and if you already have some shoes, you're good to go.
All right. So now here's a question.
Okay.
You said go to a tailor. So I go to the store and I get this blazer and it's my size. It's my size. Mm-hmm. But why if it's already my size, why do I need to go to a tailor?
You don't need to. If it's already your size, you don't need to. And that's the thing. It's the difference between tailored and tight. Okay.
Gotcha.
It is not, fellas, when you start getting tailored and custom garments, the purpose of a suit is supposed to create a silhouette on the frame of your body. Okay. If you get it too small or too tight, it is going to show. You're going to see where it's a little bit of excess weight that you don't want people to see. You know, when you try to button your blazer and it's going to look like that button is real stressed because you're going to see the wrinkles and the stress
wrinkles,
points right, and the stress points in the fabric.
Look like a bow tie.
Exactly. Exactly. Those things are going to show. You know, and it happens a lot because, you know, we're kind of now, you know, the whole oversized thing is kind of coming back in to style and trend. That's not really my style. Yeah. You know, I some of my jeans that I'm dried them a few times, they got a little tight, so it's time to get some more. But I like fitted garments, right?
Yeah.
There is a thin line between fitted, tailored, and tight. Clothes should not be tight. They should be tailored. You still should have some room, some wiggle room. Fellas, you do not want your pants to rip. You should not have to sit down seat first in the car to get in the car. If you have to do that, that means your clothes are too tight. You should be able to put one leg in and put the other leg in.
Got you.
My mama always told me that. You need to get in the car like a man. And I learned from fashion. I learned from a fashion said if you have to put seat first in your car, your clothes is too tight, brother.
All right, so talk to me about because here's the, you know, that European style is like really, it's still popping, man. And so let's say you're a big guy. Let me tell you a little story, man. You know, I told you, you know, okay, so the first time you came and got my measurements, I was a certain size. And then the next time you came, I was 30 pounds lighter.
Listen, I said, Patsy, you all right?
Bro, let me tell you what happened. Let me tell you one of the things that made me, well, I had this back injury, right? I had this for 2 years, so I wasn't doing a lot of cardio and stuff like that, just lifting weights, whatever. But I went to the mall, and because I'm drawn to the European style, I went to the mall and I was looking for like the skinny jeans, right? Like and so the lady that was working, older lady, like you know, like your grandmama, right? Yeah. I'm talking about, she didn't walk over to me and say, hey, A, B, C, and D. She did it right from the counter. She said, oh, baby, you need to be in the athletic bill. That's the wrong section. I said, yo. Man.
She was listen. She could she could have made it a little bit more palatable, but
Bro, look.
she was doing you a favor
That's right.
because just like knowing your lane, you also have to know fabrication. You have to know fabrics. Some fabrics do not stretch, right?
Mm,
If the fabric does not stretch and it's too tight, it's going to show, and you probably are going to bust a seam. She was doing you a favor. Now technology has allowed us to take wool and blend it with a property called elastane that makes it a little bit more stretchable. Now you got two-way stretch, you got four-way stretch, because we have transitioned into the athleisure space. People kind
okay.
of still want to have the crisp European tailored suited look, but being an athleisure space. So now, instead of my slacks having, just a button and fasten, now they have a drawstring on. You know what I'm saying? But if I have my blazer button, or if I have the shirt over it, you don't know that.
You don't see it, yeah.
You don't see it. And then the fabrication is mixed with certain properties that allow it to stretch, right? But that is why when now you come into my domain, that's where, okay, I want this look. And so you have to make a choice. It's either I'm going to slim down so that I can have this look for this price, or I have to get my stuff custom.
Gotcha.
The choice is yours.
All right, so here's all right, let's go back to this. I want to ask this question. You said a woman doesn't want to have to dress a man.
Not at all.
Explain that.
Our women today have so much on their minds. Okay. The last thing that she wants to do is tell you how to dress. She doesn't want to feel like she has to make you. She doesn't want to feel like she has to raise you, right? She doesn't want to feel like that. So there are certain, now she can help you, because some men, a lot of men, we're not so color coordinated. We don't know how to blend. We don't know that blue goes with red. We don't know that you can mix mustard and the indigo blue. We don't know those certain things. So it's not that you have to be, America's Next Top Model, or that you have to be a stylist, but you need to know how to look the part. You know what I'm saying? So because that takes stress off of her plate. Because the same way that you want her to look good on your arm, she wants you to look good on hers.
Got you. All right. So let me ask this question. Let's say a cat walks up to you and say, Mr. Rhodis, I'm having a hard time attracting women. I don't know how to, like, I walk in the room, nobody comes over to me, no lady DMs me and say, hey, how can I attract more women? What would you say to that young brother?
So I'm gonna say, number one, who are you, right? And that goes back to knowing your lane. It goes back to your foundation. You might be a guy, type of a grungy guy, right? You might like wearing flannels and jeans, and you might throw a Chelsea boot in here or there. You know what I'm saying? And that just may be who you are. So you then have to understand, some women like the clean cut suits, all of that. Some women like sneakers, t-shirts. So know your lane. It's going to be some woman that wants to drive her car in your lane, right? Mm-hmm. That's number one. And be okay with that. It's okay. Mm-hmm. I had to learn this. Everybody doesn't want to wear a suit. It's just like, as a pastor, you learn there may be people that never step foot in the church.
Absolutely.
That doesn't mean that they can't hear the gospel.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? That doesn't mean that, okay, if you don't want to wear a suit, that doesn't mean that I can't make sure that whatever your style is, that you look good in it, right? Okay. So that's the first thing I'm gonna ask. And then then once you have that, I'm saying, okay, then how do you feel about yourself? Because that's really the key. That's really the key. You can't spray Febreze on trash and expect it to smell good. So if you don't feel good on the inside, if you don't feel good about yourself, you can put somebody next to me that has on Gucci, Louis Vuitton, whatever, head to toe, right? And I can go to the thrift store and get an outfit. And I guarantee you, when we
That's
walk
right.
into the room, I will
Yeah.
command more attention because I have it in here.
That's right. Man, Rhoda, talk to the church.
That is what it is about. I have it in here. I know, listen, because I know my lane, I know my seasons, I know my colors. Okay. When I put this thing on, it's nothing else to talk about. And I have that confidence about myself. I have that confidence about my style. So that's what I would tell them. I said, listen, you find your style, find how you want to present yourself. Okay. And you start to present yourself that way, and then add the internal voice to that outer perspective, and you will get what you deserve.
All right. So let's say people don't have, they can't afford to get you to do any type of consultation with them. Give them give the men 5 things that they need to, let's say for the first quarter of the year, 5 things you need to go and invest in that will help enhance your personal presentation from head to toe. Go.
You need to invest in a good cologne. Okay.
So no axe, no
no,
axe,
no,
axe spray.
no axe. No. What's that cologne that you can get at Walmart?
So that was it. When you said, yeah, you Walmart, then we're gonna keep that. Yeah. So all that, none of that.
No, none of that. And
None of
listen, now look, now I would say this: if you know what you're doing, you can go on Walmart and put an outfit together. If you know what you're doing,
that.
right?
Okay.
If keyword,
If
y'all.
you
If you know
if
what
you
you're
know what you're doing. Gotcha. All right.
okay. But yes, I would
Is
say
it body armor? Some in the comments they said body armor.
no body armor, no axe, no Bath and Body Works scented lotion. You can do that in certain spaces, like because I have some myself and it smells very good, but it does not outbeat my cologne, right?
Gotcha.
Get you a good scent, okay. Get you a good suit, and whether that's thrift store, whether that's Macy's, I would not advise someone to get their suit right from a Zara or H&M. I just wouldn't advise it because it's not going to last you long. Get you a good suit, okay? Get you a tailor,
Now
because
where can I
even
find a tailor? Can I do the
you
cleaners?
can you can go to the cleaners. You can go to a suit store, right? Your Jose Banks, your Men's Warehouse, Kng, most of them have an in-house tailor, and more times than none, those tailors do alter clothes outside of that space, right? So develop a relationship with your tailor, because what then happens if, like, let's say you get a good pair of jeans and you lose weight, right? But you love those jeans. That tailor can adjust those jeans for you to your new size, right?
Gotcha.
So cologne, good suit, good tailor.
Okay.
Let's see. You need to get you a collection of shirts. You need to get you a good white button-down shirt,
Okay.
a good light blue button-down shirt.
Okay.
For the summertime, get you a nice fitted polo, not tight, but fitted polo. And you need to get you a nice quality t-shirt that you can accessorize with your different outfits. And then you need to get you a solid pair of shoes.
All right. Now talk to me about the shoes. Talk to me about dirty
All right.
shoes. Talk to me about worn. Talk to me about
So you have boots, you have Oxfords, you have monk straps, you have Chelsea boots, you have buddy boots. The list goes on. Again, it's about knowing what your style is. I'll tell every man, you need to have a pair of dress shoes. You need to have a pair of this, some Oxfords, some monks, whatever it is. You need to have a pair of dress shoes, because those can be versatile in different settings. All right. You need to get you a pair of loafers. Okay. You need to get you A good tennis shoe that's universal. Okay, that's not crazy colored. That's more neutral color so that you can wear with different things. You also need to get you a nice pair of boots. And when it comes to wintertime like this, you know, you can wear a loafer if you know if it's a nice suede loafer or things of that nature that have a warm fabric to it, but you need to have some form of boot because when it's raining outside, you need to have something to protect your foot, but you're still fashionable when going about it. And what else? Oh, and most importantly, you invest in your grooming.
That's what I was
Okay.
gonna ask. Talk to me about that. Talk to me about the haircut, all that.
Find you a good barber. Like, you know, now find you a good barber and know his schedule. You know, when Pastor let me know it was New Year's, it was Christmas. So my barber been out of town, right? So what I had to then learn how to do is go and get me some liners or some edgers, right? And learn how to tighten up myself just in case I had to jump on, you know, Zoom,
Gotcha.
if I have to go in, or if I have to present myself in some form of fashion, you know, I'm not gonna take this hat off. I ain't gonna see what's under here, but I could at least make sure that this is good so I can look presentable. So you need to find you a good barber, but you also need to look into learning how to groom yourself. Okay. If you have a beard, you need to get beard oils. You need to get conditioners. You need to take care of your beard and take care of your hair. Women are not the only people who need to be applying shampoo and conditioner and you know those mousses and different types of stuff to their hair. No, men, we need to do that as well because all of that goes into your presentation.
Got you.
And
So
that would be it. I think that was more than five, but those.
no, that's solid. So let's talk about occasions. All right.
Okay.
Here's what I say. There's no such thing as church clothes. You can't look it up and say this is a category. Church clothes is a category. I
It
want
is
to talk
not.
about it is not a category. It's like, oh, church. No. So I want you to talk about this. When I get up in the morning, I go to work,
Mm-hmm.
and when I take my lady out on a date, and then when
Okay.
I go to church, when I go to a particular when I go to a high end function, we'll say a cocktail party, talk to me about how to know where to dress because I think people don't know where to dress, how to dress for certain functions. Talk to
Right.
me about that.
Right. Okay. So let's say in the office, right? We have a term that we call a workhorse suit, right? Because within the office, within the corporate setting, it's business casual. Now, to some people, business casual is a button-down shirt, a tie, and some slacks, right? To me, business casual is a suit. That's who I am.
Gotcha.
But you don't want to be too loud within the corporate space. So when it comes to suiting, you need to have a navy blue suit. That is the
Okay.
first suit that you buy because it is the
Gotcha.
most universal color that you can put with anything.
Okay.
It needs to be
Pause, Rhoda. So I need to go. My first suit. I thought you.
yes.
I thought you go out and get a black suit first.
No, 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 because you can wear a black suit, right? I think we've gotten away from understanding the versatility in wearing black. However, you need to get something that is versatile. Somebody just said it. You need to get neutral colors. Your first suit needs to be a navy blue suit. Okay.
Gotcha.
Now this is a indigo blue. This isn't navy. It can blend a little bit. No, you need a navy blue suit. Your second suit needs to be a charcoal gray suit, not a light gray suit, not a heather gray, not a cloudy. No, a charcoal gray suit. Okay, because we're still in the neutral colors. You can blend a navy blue suit and a charcoal gray pair of slacks, a navy blue blazer and a charcoal pair of slacks, a charcoal blazer and a navy blue slacks. You can blend those two any day out the week. Okay. You can then get you a black suit, which you can still blend with those two, or you can get you a tan or camel suit, right? Which now adds a lighter neutral tone to those darker colors. All
Gotcha.
right. You need those three colors. You can get a black. You don't have to have a black. If you want to, you can get a black. You normally see black being worn at funerals or at a
Mm,
black tie event.
Gotcha.
But then once you get to a black tie event, we kind of skipping a little ahead. Black tie, fellas, is tuxedo or dinner coat.
That's
Okay,
it.
it is not black suit. All right, now if you don't
So
have
go back,
nothing,
explain it, because they don't.
black
And
a
listen,
black
black
tie
tie
event
event,
means tuxedo.
tuxedo, not a
Okay,
black suit.
not a black suit. It's tuxedo. Okay, black tie means formal. Formal is tuxedo, or you may hear somebody say a dinner coat. All right. Now, you only really need one good tuxedo. If you want to get two, that's up to you. But you need a black one before you start getting the burgundies and greens. And no, you need a black tuxedo. Fellas, hear me again. A black tuxedo. Okay. I hear fellas all the time. I'm guilty of it myself. I didn't know no better. When I went to prom, I found this nice black suit. It was a little shimmery. And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna wear that.
Yeah,
No, that's not black tie.
that's
Black
not black tie.
tie is a tuxedo.
Yeah, yes,
Okay.
sir.
So we've covered the office, we covered black tie events, cocktail.
Talk to me about cocktail. Yeah,
Okay. I personally feel that at a cocktail event, you should have a sports coat. Okay. A sports coat or just a blazer that you may mix and match, right? That blazer can be from that charcoal gray, navy blue, or camel family, or you can start getting into your patterns to where you're doing a window pane, you're doing a plaid, Glen plaid. I personally wouldn't wear a pinstripe suit to a cocktail event. If you can, if you want to, it's up to you, right? Because I'll be honest, in 2022 now, the hard do's and don'ts of fashion have kind of gotten a little nimble.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? But it's still some things that you kind of okay. I'm not exactly shooting at that basket, but I'm still on this side of the court, right? But you don't, when it comes to a cocktail event, it can just be a sport coat and it can be some khakis, or it can be a different pair of slacks. Nice dress shoe, casual loafer, casual shoe, no sneakers. Okay, no sneakers. And you don't have to have a tie. Most cocktail, I personally don't wear ties at cocktail events.
sure.
It's supposed to be a little bit more lax. It's supposed to be a little bit more casual. So you can wear a button-up shirt with no tie. Now, fellas, let me explain something with button-up shirts. Okay. First of all, you have to know your facial structure to know the type of collar. Now, this is more of a fashion-forward thing that I did. This isn't a typical collar that I would wear. You have different collars. You have spread collars. You have wide spread collars. You have different type of collars that are dependent upon your facial structure, right?
Now you got to explain that, bro, because if my face is fat, I need to go to KNG and get me that fat collar.
There's a different type of collar that you need according to your face, so that everything lays like everything is supposed to be shapeful, right? It's supposed to be a silhouette. Your body and your clothing should literally go in, out, in. It shouldn't go in. It's not supposed to do all of that, right?
Yeah.
So look that up. That's even something that I had to learn more, especially getting into the realm that I'm in. There is a certain facial structure that correlates to the type of collar that you should have on your shirt. So if you have
we've been doing that thing all wrong, bro. We've been looking at prices. We should.
right. We have. We've been looking at
prices,
or we look on Instagram. Oh, he got a spread collar.
Yeah.
Spread collar. No, fella. He has a spread collar because he has a certain type of chin that says that he should wear that type of collar.
Man, I need to go throw all my shirts away, man.
Listen, we learning here. We are learning. We are learning. Listen, it's so funny. One of my friends was like, "You need to drop an ebook on this." I may have to. Seriously,
man, you have to, bro.
Because man, we could be on here all day. It even goes to your skin tone, right? Knowing your skin tone. If you have a warm skin tone, a cold skin tone, and your skin tone changes depending upon the season. That's why you have to know your season. That You know, because like it's like, hey, does this like if you are, you know, more dark skin, you know, like something like yourself, Pastor, right?
Yeah.
A brown will look good on you.
Okay.
Navy blues will look great on you. Burgundies will look great on you, right? Even that mustard yellow that you have on, that looks
Yeah.
great on you because it brings out your complexion, right?
Man, I gotta
Now,
go. I gotta go to the closet.
listen, but see, when you know all of that, again, knowing your lane, when you know all of that, it makes everything simple.
Gotcha.
So now you're not just going into the store. Oh, what am I getting? No, okay, I know I got this type of skin tone. I know these type of colors look good on my skin. Okay, we're in the fall, so that means I need to get earth tones. So my burgundies, my forest greens, my nudes, you know, okay, my darker yellows, my mustards. Those are the type of colors that I need to be adding to my wardrobe right now to accentuate my skin and also be in time of the season, right? So now everything else, yeah, that look cool, but that's not what I'm here for. Okay.
Gotcha.
I know why I'm here. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha. So that's what you meant by you can go to Walmart if you know what you're
If
doing.
you know what you're doing.
Man, Rhodis, we gotta go. This is what I want you to do. I want you to answer this one question,
Okay.
and then we gotta end it. What? Let's say a lady is like, my husband, I love him to death. I love my boyfriend to death. He dresses like he is trash. How would you tell her to help him go to the next level as it relates to his wardrobe?
Okay. So for example, I believe it or not, I've had just as many women reach out to me and asking me to style their husband or do a suit for their husband, right? So I would say, ladies, in a nice way, because you know you got to know your man to know how you got to bring stuff to him.
Sure.
You know, you could say, hey, babe, you know, we're going to this event, you know, or babe, listen, you know, I love what you've been doing. Thank you so much, you know, supporting, you know, cleaning up around the house, woo. Babe, I got this guy, he's a stylist or whatever the case may be, right? And send them off.
Gotcha.
Just send them off, right?
Gotcha.
Or, if you don't want to go that route, right? We all on Instagram. Ladies, send your man some pictures, babe. I like this. Now don't you like this suit? Don't you like this ensemble? Don't you like this coordination? Right?
Gotcha.
Now, ladies, we know y'all a little bit more advanced and mature than us, you know, in certain spaces. But
Yeah.
something's gonna click in our mind and say, okay, she keeps sending me these clothes. So maybe she gotta be saying something. Okay.
Gotcha.
She really likes these blazers, or she really likes how these jeans fit, or she really likes, like, you know, the post that she's sending me that has some sort of relevance to each other. So let me go buy this outfit. And ladies, y'all can make it simple for them. You can show them the outfit, then you can send them the link for where to get it.
Yeah. You know what?
Simple.
Another one. I saw this in the comments. Somebody said, "Babe, now I think you would look
Fire.
in
Yes.
this."
There
Yeah,
you go.
that's a
So
good
see,
one.
now you didn't bring it to him in a way that is condescending or saying that, oh, he can't dress. No, it's, babe, I think you look fire in this, babe.
Yeah,
So to us, it's okay. If she think I'm gonna look
I'm gonna
fire,
look good. That's right.
because fellas, let's be honest, okay. We are putting on clothes for our women.
That's right.
We not putting on clothes for each other, you know.
Right.
Not, and it's no offense, you know.
Right. Right.
I didn't get on here in this ensemble for passion and say, bro, that's a nice outfit. You know what I'm saying? I got on here to do this because this is who I am. But
Right.
also, my lady is across from me. As soon
Yeah.
as I start putting on clothes, you look good, man.
Yeah. Man,
Thank you,
come
baby.
on.
Thank
Yeah.
you. And ladies, listen, when your man starts to dress the part, right, and you start to affirm them, it's that confidence.
It's gonna get what?
It's
Bro,
gonna go through the roof.
man, look, we gotta go, Rhoda. Tell us. We want to support you, bro. We gotta make you a millionaire, man. We
Come
gotta make
on.
you a millionaire. Tell us
Yes, sir.
where to follow you, and tell us about your business. So, because I believe that every man should eventually have a tailor and a custom suit. Tell us,
Absolutely.
I want them to go to you. Tell us where we can find you at.
Listen, you can follow my business page on Instagram. It is Sidor _ that's SIDOHR. It's my name backwards _ or you can follow my personal page. I am Rhodis. The website is in my bio, and if you just want to go straight to the website, it is Sidor.com. That's SIDO SIDOHR.com. And you can submit an inquiry, submit your contact information, and one of my representatives will reach out to you so we can get you squared away with your custom attire. And yeah, that's it.
Tell us about that subscription that you just
Right now we are in the process of forming a custom subscription plan to where either monthly or every other month or quarterly you can pay a certain amount, and I will not only supply you custom garments according to that amount, but I will also send you a style guide to show you what goes with what. So you basically get custom garments, right, with a stylist for free. So we are in the beta phase of that. Pastor is one of the individuals who was in that beta phase.
It ain't free now. No,
it's not free. Listen,
it ain't free.
Listen,
I was about to say when it started.
Yeah, it comes with the styling, but the garments are not free. Let me clear that up. And it is garments from what I offer. So you are basically getting custom suits, custom overcoats, custom shirts, and then I'm styling it for you as well. So y'all are really, this is the first time I even go on public with it.
Yeah.
So y'all are the first to find out. I think it's going to be something that's going to be big because I personally have not seen it offered in the space that I'm in. So I'm fine tuning it, and it's going to be something huge. So yeah, that's me, y'all. I would love to. Get Bay something for his birthday. I'm looking at the comments. Get Bay something for his birthday.
Hey, look, give us a ballpark, because I don't want people to be surprised, because I don't want I don't want people to be surprised, and I don't want people to expect that when you go to Rhodis, you're going to get the Kng Prices. Give us a ballpark of the prices.
So I have 2 tiers right now. It's going to be 3 tiers soon. So my tier 1 custom suits, those start at $1,100, right? My tier 2 start at $1,600, right? Yes, I know. $1,000 for a suit. Yes, it is $1,000 for a custom suit with great quality. The same quality, I put it to y'all like this, the same quality that you're going to get when you go into a Tom Ford, or you walk into Cucinelli, or you walk into those designer stores. That is the quality that I am offering you, right? Not at the same price, because it's not about my name, but it is at a competitive price point because of what you're getting. It's all about quality.
Man, bro, I'm proud of you, man. Keep it going.
Thank you.
Congratulations on the fam, everything, ministry, your business. Y'all go and support. Y'all go and support my brother, man. He's killing it. We're gonna listen. I don't support. Listen to me. I don't support Black businesses or Black excellence. I support excellent Black businesses. That's a big difference.
Sir.
I don't support Black excellence. I support excellent Black businesses. And this guy right here is an excellent Black business owner, CEO. Man, I appreciate you for coming, man. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Pastor, thank you so much, man. God bless. And everybody, y'all be safe. Have a great night and stay COVID free.